Hello, you beautiful people. As you all already know, we are slowly getting closer and closer to the next patch of HSR, which is patch 3.5, and today, I just decided to make a video where I will break down literally everything that we're going to see in this upcoming patch. So, in this video, I will mainly go over all the info and stuff that we know about patch 3.5, including the limited banners, the Rerun Banners, Hysilens and Cerydra buffs, new materials, events, new story, free rewards, and some other stuff as well. Before we begin, I will be hosting a small 3 Express Pass giveaway in this video, just to help some of you guys stack up those Jades for the 3.5 and 3.6 characters, especially March 7th's 5-star form. To enter it, just leave any kind of comment down in the comment section, and that alone will make you eligible for the giveaway. I will announce the results of this giveaway in around 2 weeks after posting this video, and just want to say thank you for all the support. It means way more than you realize. If you're planning to pull for any of the new characters though, you might want to check out Lubar, because on this site you can save up to a total of 25% on all your purchases. To give an example, I'll buy this 3280 Nyric Shard pack for $43, and this same pack costs me about $50 from the in-game shop. You can see that it's cheaper, right? For the top-up process, just enter your UID in this box and choose your respective server depending on your account. After waiting for a few minutes, I received my Jades with the double top-up bonus because it was my first purchase. If you use my link, which is in the description or the pinned comment though, you can get an extra 10% off on top of all the other discounts. Other than HSR, you can top up on Genshin as well using Lubar, and both of these games have quite a lot of 5-star reviews. Okay, starting with the limited banners, we already have the drip marketing of the 2 new limited characters that we are going to see in this patch, and these characters are going to be Hysilens and Cerydra. Both of them will be featured as normal limited characters in the first and second half of the patch. Alright, first of all, talking about Hysilens, she is going to be featured in the first half of the patch, as her banner is going to go live on August 13th for the Asia/Europe servers and August 12th for the America ones. Right now, I would say that her kit is in a very good position, and from the looks of it, she is definitely going to bring the entire DOT playstyle back into the meta. Her entire kit works around solving a lot of DOT's underlying issues, and honestly, when you pair her up with the buffed version of Kafka, the DOT team actually feels pretty good to play. Overall, I'm pretty sure that her kit is going to get even better in the upcoming changes, and if you're even a little bit interested in the DOT playstyle, you should definitely make sure to grab Hysilens on your account. Next up, talking about Cerydra, her release banner is going to be featured in the second half of patch 3.5, and it will go live on September 3rd for all the servers at the same time. Okay, now taking a look at her kit. Usually I would recommend pulling Harmony units for pretty much any account, because you can never go wrong with pulling supports. With Cerydra though, I don't think I can really do that just because of how niche her entire kit is. Like, I'm not saying that her kit is bad, because if you pair her up with a DPS that she synergizes with, her kit actually provides quite a lot of value. The main problem is that there aren't many characters in the game who can utilize her kit completely, especially her unique recast mechanic, and that's why I said that she looks really niche right now. I mean, isn't it funny that in the latest changes that they made to her kit, they added a buff to her special mechanic, but there is only one character in the entire game who can use this buff, and that character is obviously Finon. Honestly, I don't really have a problem with them making a support specifically catered for a particular DPS, but the problem with Cerydra is that she is really replaceable or even a downgrade in any other team except Finons, Archers, and Anaxes. I'm pretty confident that they're going to make her more universal in the next changes though, and somewhat synergistic with some other DPS units as well. I adore Cerydra quite a lot, especially because she looks like Furina, so I might be a bit biased here, but I really hope that they buff her by a decent amount. Well, there you go. That's all the limited characters that are going to be featured in this patch. Moving on to the reruns, I think after the diabolical reruns of patch 3.4 with Sunday and Tribi, we really needed a break, and this patch does exactly that, because the reruns for this patch are really simple. So, do you remember that during the patch 3.4 livestream, we were told that the buffed units including Jinglu and Blade will be getting their reruns in patch 3.4? While the remaining buffed units like Kafka and silverwolf would be getting their reruns in patch 3.5 respectively. Well yeah, they already told us the reruns for this patch around a month ago in that live stream, and both of these characters are going to be the only 2 rerunning units in patch 3.5. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that they're not rerunning Black Swan alongside Kafka's rerun and the release of Hysilens, because that would have made perfect sense. Still, The reruns for this patch are pretty decent because if any one of you is interested in the DOT playstyle, you can grab both Kafka and Hysilens at the same time and become a DOT enjoyer just like me. On the other hand, Silverwolf is also a really good debuffer now, especially after the buffs, and I do know a decent amount of people who are actually going to pull for her on this rerun. Anyways, talking about the banner order, it's probably obvious that Kafka will get her rerun alongside the featured banner of Hysilens in the first half. And Silverwolf's rerun banner will be featured along Cerydra's release banner in the second half of patch 3.5. Now I keep talking about new characters and reruns, but to pull all these units, you will obviously need those sweet stellar Jades. So moving on, let's take a look at the total amount of stellar Jades that you can get in this patch. Firstly, for all my fellow free-to-play players out there who do not buy the monthly pass or the battle pass for that matter, well, if you guys complete everything that is going to be featured in patch 3.5, you can get a pretty juicy total of 88 limited tickets, and out of these, you'll be able to get 66 tickets just in the first half, which is really nice, especially if you're pulling for either Hysilens or Kafka. If you do happen to invest your income in the monthly pass though, the total amount of pulls that you can get in this patch sees an exponential increase from 88 all the way up to 112 limited tickets. Now, if you're even more of a spender and you also happen to buy the paid battle pass along with the monthly pass, then you will get rewarded with a pretty massive total of 120 limited tickets. Honestly, the amount of pulls that they're giving in this patch is pretty decent, and all of these pulls are directly going into my March and Cyrene savings. We're obviously getting a new story update in the next patch as well, just like all the other patches. I have to say, after doing the patch 3.4 story, I'm like really invested in the entire Amphireus arc as a whole, and we still have 3 more patches of story to go through. So genuinely kind of excited to see how the story ends in patch 3.7. Along with the story update though, we're going to get more side quests and some map expansions too, which just means more areas to explore and farm those Jades from. The areas for this patch do look really pretty in my opinion, and the full area will be revealed to us during the patch 3.5 livestream, which is going to take place on August 1st, so don't forget to watch it. Other than that, March 7th's new 5-star form is also going to make an appearance in patch 3.5 for the first time, and I'm pretty hyped to finally see her after so long. I mean, I don't know about you, but I really missed her yapping during the entire arc of Amphireus, and we're finally going to have her in the story alongside us. From what the sources say though, her new form is supposedly going to be an evil version of her, which is kind of interesting, and I'm guessing her evil form is going to be fairly different from our normal and bubbly March. Well, there you go. That's all the stuff and info that we know about in patch 3.5. Overall, we all know that this patch is way less hyped compared to something like patch 3.4, but it's still a pretty nice patch with 2 really good characters. Don't blame me, but for me, the highlight of this patch is definitely going to be the reveal of the 5-star form of March. I know I'm really biased, but it is what it is. Personally, I'm going to grab an E0S1 Hysilens on my other account, and after that, I'm pretty much saving every single Jade for March and Cyrene. I'm curious though, who do you guys plan on pulling in this patch? Also, if you ended up watching until the end, you might want to consider subscribing as well. With that being said, I just want to say I love y'all, and I will see you in another one.